Kind of a lengthy question, everybody, but bear with me. Since women can have an abortion without a man's consent, do you believe a man should have the option to opt out of carrying a child before it's born without consequences, i.e. child support and jail? As I elaborated to them before we had this discussion, I read an article about Sweden, I believe, trying to pass a law that would allow men to be able to opt out of parenting a child that they did not want to have, maybe say it was a one-night stand, whatever or not. And they got a girl pregnant and she want to keep the baby, not have an abortion. And he don't want to pay child support or anything like that. Now the law will state that if he does pass it, if he does choose that opt out on parental rights, he would never have any contact with that kid lawfully. So that's where we stand. And who did we start with last? You? So, go ahead.
Well, I don't agree in abortions as far as not letting the guy know that you have an abortion. As far as abortion goes, I think, each his own. But as far as going behind a man's back and letting him know, I think that's definitely, like, the father should definitely know that you're not about to have this kid. And at the same aspect, it's talking about the Sweden rule or whatever.
Well, they're trying to pass a law.
I think that's pretty stupid as well. Like, so then you tell that kid he can never have a father and shit? That don't make sense to me either.
Okay. Go ahead.
I agree with I don't think that's a good law. If the father didn't want to have a kid, mind you, it takes two people, but
responsibility.
you can always put a condom on. We always have that choice to put a condom on to prevent that. You know what I mean? So once you decide to have sex without using protection, you make a choice that you want to be a father.
Okay.
So not only on top of that, I agree with Osai that if a woman decides to have an abortion, it's her choice, but they should also have the father's consent in order to do it.
There should be that signature on there as
well.
well.
That father should have that choice because they made that choice together to lay up and have unprotected sex together. They should have, that choice together to make that decision.
For sure.
Not the one carrying those babies.
We're not the one.
It doesn't affect our body like it does a woman.
But it affects that man, though.
Yes,
child
emotionally and mentally, definitely. And but to a certain point, still, I think that we should at least, not that we get a chance to cancel out what they want done, but we should have to have before they can make that choice. They need our signature or our consent saying, "Hey, this was done."
Yeah.
So
it's kind of hard to get the man to sign though when a lot of times they don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
Like a woman could come in and say, "I don't know who the father is."
Yeah. So as far as the law, I can see where they think the benefit to the father, because there is a lot of fathers, and you read stories about guys who believe they're the father and later on find out that they're not the father and they've been paying child support for 18 years.
Yeah.
Bam.
So.
And in some cases.
Bam.
And in some cases, they find out, when they're a teenager or whatever, and they still have to continue paying child support until they're 18.
Yeah, even if they're
because they already been an infant. Yeah. Which is messed
And
up.
on top of that, you cannot be the kid's father, but if you sign that birth certificate,
you're there.
Contractually obligated.
No matter what.
And to me, that's ridiculous. If there's ever a paternity in question, they should be able to do a DNA test and say, okay, this is not the father, and wipe that out. But a lot of fathers, let's say, you find out, you raise this child to a certain point and find out that kid is not yours. You're still going to take care of that child as if it was yours because you built that bond with that child. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine finding out that my son wasn't my son, or my daughter wasn't my daughter, and then say, well, I'm going to sign this because you're not mine, and walk away from the situation. But, that's going off track a little bit, but I believe that, the law wouldn't really, it would hurt more than benefit people.
Okay.
As humans, we all make mistakes. That's part of human nature. We make mistakes, we learn from. So in a situation where man and a woman, you have sex, whatever, it happens. You get pregnant, you made a mistake, the man should be able to say
a choice.
A choice. Okay, you made a choice to have sex. Maybe you were drunk or whatever.
Lapse in
Georgia.
judgment.
Exactly. 5 months down the line, you should be able to say, look, this was a one-night stand. I have no intention of associating with you ever again in life.
Yeah, to get out and
Yeah.
having to take care of a kid and make her take care of herself.
No, not necessarily.
That's what you're doing though. Basically,
Well, I guess I'm supporting
Yeah.
abortion.
I agree.
All right. So this I want to preface this right before I get into this. 'Cause I'm gonna go in. All right. Well, I think what a woman chooses to do with her body, that's her choice. I really do. Like, so I guess that would make me pro-choice in this situation. But I'm also pro-life at the same time because I feel like if you lay down unprotectedly with any man outside of rape and you had a baby,
especially when you know your cycle.
you should definitely keep that baby.
Sex around this time.
But I also believe that, I believe that, hey, if you have unprotected sex and you lay down with a person and you get pregnant, you gotta have that baby, period. But I also believe that, hey, it's your body. I'm not a woman. I can't tell a woman what to do with her body. I don't want to ever tell a woman what she should do with her body. So you can have an abortion. Now, I'm a melanist, if you want to call me that, because we got this term called feminist. I am a father, a single father. I'm not married. Situations, a lot of things in life where men end up in situations where they never wanted a kid with a woman and end up having a kid with a woman that they can't take care of. Now, Sweden proposed a law, like I said, that would. I don't even want to say even the playing field, because what I think in America, what we have done with women has allowed them to be reckless with their bodies, completely reckless. Now, my brother Freder over here wanted to say that, oh, as a man, you should have wore a condom. Now, let me make something real clear to you. A woman is the gatekeeper of her body, period. She knows what goes in, she knows what goes out. She also is the one who carries this child for 9 months. You got to tell me that for 15 seconds she can't say, hey, brother, you got a goddamn condom on your dick? No, I'm just asking.
That's
For
why I said
15
it's
seconds,
both of them.
she can't even stop and say that?
Oh.
But hold up. She is the gatekeeper of her body. Without her consent,
Well, we're talking.
hold up.
Man.
But I'm just saying, without her consent, we can't have sex.
Did the gatekeeper of his dick too? You know what get wrapped
Exactly.
around his dick too.
Okay,
I know everything that got wrapped
hold
around my dick.
Hold up, I do too. But at the same time, as the gatekeeper, the creator of life here, we ain't shit but just the seed.
You sure?
Okay? Here. But let's let's stop giving women passes all the time. This is what bothers me about this, because it's like we give women too many damn passes in life. Alright? Now, like I said, why can't a woman make sure she's protected in this situation?
That's why I wasn't giving her a scapegoat. I think it goes equally on both
But you
parties.
were, bro, because you
No,
put it on the man like, well, he should make sure he wearing a condom. Yes, all men should make sure they're wearing condoms,
No.
especially in one-night stand situations. Especially, you should definitely make sure you wear condoms. I am pro safe sex. But my point is this: to bypass all that, a woman and a man, they have unprotected sex. Woman get pregnant, she don't want to have this kid. Or she want to have this kid. No, let's go with she don't want to have this kid. She don't got to tell you, or me one thing. She walk in the clinic, say, I don't know who this baby is. I don't want it. Bam. Scot-free, she walk out that motherfucker with some emotional scars. But she walked out. No baby, no responsibility, no debt, no jail, no nothing. As a guy, she say, hey, I'm pregnant. I don't want to keep it. He like, I don't want the baby. Like, we just had to hook up one time. I don't want no child. Well, I don't care. I'm keeping it. Immediately becomes a deadbeat. Immediately. Just on the strength of the fact that he says, I don't want a child with you. A woman put that on the internet or to her friends, he's a deadbeat father. No, I just don't want a kid with you. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Not only that, she goes and get assistance from the government. Here go a check for rent. Here go a check for utilities. Here go a check for groceries. What do a man get that can't pay for his damn child? Can't afford it, whatever or not?
Jail.
Jail. He gets jail.
License taken away.
He gets his license taken away. He gets his livelihood destroyed. I am in 100% agreement with this sweet law for this strip of fact. Maybe, just maybe, if that law got passed, I'm not asking for fathers to be irresponsible and say, or use this as a get out of jail free card. Yeah, I got that. Woo, I got it pregnant. I can sign a little paper and get away from it. No. But maybe, just maybe, women would be like, wait a minute. This motherfucker can sign this piece of paper and leave me stuck with this child.
Yeah.
All the responsibility.
All the responsibility, more pressure on them to be responsible.
Nah, to me, it's the
Not
only way.
saying that they're not responsible.
To
I'm
me,
just saying,
to
but-
me, the only way this law will work is like it has to be agreement between both parties, you know, to sign him off from not being able to.
No.
Yeah, it should.
No.
Just the same way.
No.
Listen
No.
to me, man. Listen. The same
I'm
way.
just saying,
listen
as it
to me.
currently stands, though. As it currently stands, a man don't have the right to know. He doesn't. So why should a woman?
Just like I'm saying, in my opinion, it should be a man's right to know that she's gonna have an abortion. Just like it should be, if that law passes, it should be the man's right or the woman's right to sign off that saying, okay, I agree that he shouldn't be a part. I don't think he should be able to sign. You know how many deadbeat dudes it is out there? not. In your
Oh,
case,
yeah, I know.
in your case, you're probably talking about outstanding guys, like.
He's saying that.
'Cause that's what
I'm
they
simply saying between
That's what they would do,
the
though.
ages of abortion, whatever the legal term is of ages of abortion, a man should have the choice, just like a woman, to
Like
be
a
able
like
to
a month in
abort.
pregnancy?
No, I think you got up to like 7 months, or no, 6 months.
7 months.
It's almost in the
Like
6
by
months.
then, the baby is formed.
We
I
can
don't
Google
see
it. I'm telling you, it's
I'm
almost,
talking about abortion.
No, you can
laws.
abort.
Listen to me.
You can abort a baby. I'm pretty sure up to like
I think he's right.
I know.
6 months,
Which
bro.
is wrong to me. Though.
Okay, like
Which
I'm
is wrong
pretty sure
to me.
it's like 6 months.
I think.
What I'm trying to make clear here is that what I want to make clear is because I don't want to sound like I'm bashing women or making women sound bad. I'm just simply
Trying
saying
to
this.
get more rights from a guy.
No, not that. I want women to start fucking being more responsible because I feel do that. You degrade to me. You
Degrade yourself.
degrade a woman's intelligence by saying, "Oh, she shouldn't have to think like that or have that level of thought process." You are degrading any woman who's going to sit up here and argue with me that they are degrading other women because I feel like all women should have the intelligent level to say to themselves, "Do we have a condom?